specifically, not even just the whole crypto market, because everything else is more unstable because they have lower market caps. It's quite insane.
Yeah. It also has the most history. But that being said, like looking at that chart, the percentages are gradually getting smaller. Like we're no longer seeing 60%. 60%, for example, gain in 2013 we saw 61, 172, and 60%. Oh, and 449% growth in individual months. We have not passed 60% growth this year.
And unlikely we will.
Yeah.
Not in Bitcoin. So remember, you gotta, as viewers, you gotta be aware that Bitcoin's one thing, and every other crypto below is another. They themselves can have 200%.
1,000%.
Yeah, but XRP did 200% in a week or less, in a few days. So did ADA. Like all these other assets do move, or have the ability to move much more aggressively than Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's why the alt rotation, you move away from Bitcoin into alts for the higher gains.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to just mention before we moved on, it's similar to what Michael Saylor has talked about in terms of the growth is, he goes, on average, as of right now, Bitcoin returns a monthly return of 60% on whatever you invested. Then he goes, on the later half of that, once, I think he says 1 to 2 more cycles, is going to, as we diminish in returns because of the market cap, it gets to 20%. And he goes, and it most likely won't go below 20% at that point, just because of the sheer amount of volume that will be coming in, just because of the size of the asset itself.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes, it's going to be infinitely going up pretty much, he says, at 20% a rate for years to come. Really until he goes like 2035. And he goes, at that point, Bitcoin, the asset itself, is base case, I think he goes, it's like $1 million, or like $1 million something. And he goes, bull case, it's $13 million.
Wow. $13 million is crazy. But for 2035?
Yeah.
Yeah. Base case 1 million. That does seem very. That seems a little bit on the bearish side to me, seeing how we're flirting with 100,000 already.
So yeah, but so $1 million, that's a 10x from here.
Yeah.
I mean, 13 million is also like from $1 million is another 13x. So I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe it is a little bear case if the bull case is 13.
Yeah.
I can see that too. You're right.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to do a quick math before we continue on to something else. Just because I don't want to run the number in my head.
I think I know what math you're gonna do.
Do you?
If you invest X amount today.
No.
In 10 years. Oh.
That would be Bitcoin's market cap.
Oh wow. 1,000 million billion trillion $273 trillion.
If Bitcoin hit that
at the bear at the bull case,
Bitcoin would be $270 trillion. The current asset class itself is around all commodities, real estate, stocks, everything is worth approximately like $500 to $400 trillion.
Mm-hmm.
That means the asset class would almost be close to $1 quadrillion. All those asset classes combined would be close to $1 quadrillion.
Mm-hmm. So big numbers.
Because this is only, as of right now, crypto's only 3 trillion of the entire market cap of that whole pie.
Yeah.
So that's stupid numbers. I don't know I don't know if it's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen, the amount of money will have to come in, but that's insane.
I feel like money will also come out of other assets.
Also true. I'm not gonna say that, but still, it'll be closer to $1 quadrillion than where we are now.
Like for example, any real estate will probably start being priced in Bitcoin at some point, and in pricing real estate in Bitcoin, you kind of like take away value of like the dollar value of the real estate asset itself, and like it kind of like transfers over to the Bitcoin.
Also true. Or a lot of people can maybe at that price range may take out loans on their houses, or X percentage, as we already do now. People already take out loans to just put it in there. So we shall see. But also, I agree with you. Assets will flow from one to the other. 100% agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely an interesting number.